What is up, guys and gals? It's me, Thomas Fan1 here, and today we're back again with another Transformer figure review. And today I'm actually kind of excited for this one because if you guys watched my Cerebros and Emissary video, you guys will know that our next review. Well, I mean, you probably read the title of this one, so here is Legacy Velocitron Speedia Collection, or Velocitron Speedia 500 Collection Leader Class Scourge. Yeah, I totally get this figure, but I also totally don't get this figure, but also at the same time, it's Scourge. It's Leader Class Scourge. It's the Scourge that everybody remembers from RID in 2000. It's that exact Scourge. So, you know what? I can't complain. I can't complain one bit at all. So here's the packaging. This is the only Leader Class Velocitron 500 Speedia 5, or you know what, basically this. It's the last, it's the only one of this that we really needed, and then we got the Japanese, repaint of Astro Train. I don't know what it was supposed to be. Can somebody please tell me what it was again? I don't remember. I think it was Galaxy Shuttle, but I'm not sure. Tell me down below in the comments. Do it. So, anywho, box, pretty cool. Side, got Scourge there. On the back, you kind of got to go aerial shot because this box is huge. But yeah, it pretty much shows all of the stuff that that Leader Class Laser Prime could do. So, and then here's the side image of Scourge looking all scourginess, all that. But yeah, there's the packaging. So, and without the packaging, we can now get to this guy. We can now get into the actual Leader Class Scourge at hand. Now, I totally dig this figure. I am a very big fan of the Laser Prime mold. I am a very big fan of this mold. Only one question. Why couldn't this be in the legacy Leader Class mainline instead of having to be a Walmart exclusive? Clearly, this is the only mold that you need for this figure. We really did not need Laser Prime until recently of the Legacy United. If you were to have released this first, I think this would have done amazing, and then released Legacy Laser Prime later in Legacy United or Legacy Evolutions, either one. Doesn't matter to me, however, at this point, I really don't care, because this thing is beautiful. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the trailer. We're going to remove the actual figure off to the side here, and we're going to take a look at the trailer. Now, as you can clearly see, this is exactly the same as Laser Prime, or Laser Prime being the exact same thing as this one. And that being said, the trailers are basically the same. The only massive difference is that this trailer here has silver paint, where this is grayed out, and once again silver piping, where this is red. Red plastic, and it's basically just a slight difference in plastic, and I say slight difference very, very, very loosely. Like, these things are borderline the same, or actually not even borderline, they are the exact same thing. So, I'm going to remove this, and we're going to take a look once more at Scourge's trailer, because like Laser Prime, this thing opens up. So you're going to open this up. You're going to basically come to the front, untab this, and rotate it all the way around like so, to the point where it looks like that. And then you're going to come to these side sections and just open them both up like that. Do the same thing on the other side. Fold down this panel, this little ramp section here, and then you're going to bring this whole section all the way down, and then you're going to collapse that up, bring this turret section up, and then you're going to close this in like that, bring out the claw, or the little robo arm here, and there's the little battle station mode that comes with Scourge. That is the trailer. So now, I mean, he can, obviously, you can do either one. But this is not why we buy the figure. However, we will take a look at the other accessories. The reason we buy this figure is for the figure. we don't buy figures for no reason. So we're going to remove this, and we'll come back to it later. And for right at this current moment, we're going to take a look at the accessories. They're basically the same as Laser Prime. They're just in a slightly they're in a different translucent color. I do like this pinkish color. It looks more like Energon than the blue one. I definitely do like this a whole hell of a lot better. Like, this is just amazing altogether. And you can combine these, like, once again, with Laser Prime. You literally take the sword, and there's this little slot section, and it fits the sword. Basically, you're going to just find this little notch section right here on the bottom of the sword, and you're going to basically have it push in. Okay. If things will line up properly. Okay, here we go. You're supposed to slide that in, and there you have whatever the hell this is. I really wish I knew what this was. They call this the Evo Fusion, but once again, I don't really think these two things are great as weapons. I mean, separately they're great, but as a combiner weapon, that's the best you could come up with, Hasbro? I think not. So we're gonna remove these now, and we're gonna bring in the figure itself. Now, like I said, this thing is exactly the same as Laser Prime, just slightly different coloring. And when I say slightly different coloring, I mean it's a complete total repaint, and a good repaint at that. A really good repaint at that. It's one of those figures that you really just would look at it and go, "Is that a Nemesis Prime mold?" And technically, this is the very first version of Nemesis Prime, but also at the same time, it's also not the very first version of Nemesis Prime, or at least a reiteration of the very first version of Nemesis Prime. This is RID Scourge, and RID Scourge is one of those characters that kind of just in the 2000s continuity, he was basically a clone of Optimus Prime, to my knowledge. And then later versions, he was a completely separate character created by Unicron. If you happen to watch the Netflix series, that's what he is, or better yet, he is Optimus Prime, and he's the Unicron version of Optimus Prime. There are so many different canonologies for Scourge, but for this one, I do believe he is a clone of Optimus Prime from another universe. If I'm not mistaken, that's what that one is. Someone, once again, please comment and correct me down below. So, because it's part of some of the older continuity lines, we're going to be taking a look at some of the older continuity line figures for your scale comparison. So, first scale comparison is his Wavemate Legacy Override. Voyager Legacy Override, my bad. So, and the other rarity of the bunch, here he is next to his other Wavemate, Legacy Cosmos. Here he is next to his mold basis. Here he is next to Laser Prime, or G2 Laser Prime, excuse me. So, you can clearly see there's going to be some massive similarities. And finally, here he is next to Earthrise Prime, the mold's secondary basis. And when I say secondary, I do mean secondary basis. This guy was first, this guy is second. Or first, second, excuse me. The very first, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, now that we've done that, we're going to get into the transformation. And the transformation is exactly the same as Laser Prime, and the legs are basically the same thing as Earthrise Prime. So we're going to basically just be copying the legs, and we're just going to be doing the same thing from Laser Prime as well. So first thing you're going to want to do is come to these little barrel sections, and you close them up until they, clip into place like that. And then you're going to come to these sections here, untab them, and bring them up. They're on a hinge joint. And then you're going to come to the top section of this cab, and you're going to just open this whole thing up like that. Then, after we've done that, then we're going to straighten out what will become the arms in the back here. Do the same thing on the other side, straighten it out. Come to the front of the truck, split it open like so, and then come to the back. Bring the legs, or what will become the legs, down, and then bring this whole section up like that, and that will open up everything, open up space for everything else. So you're going to come to this section here, push this forward, and then you're going to bring this section up like that, and then you're going to bring this whole ab section until you hear it click into place. Make sure these panels are folded forward. This is not a huge and critical step, but it's a very easy one to miss, because if you don't, it's very difficult. You're going to take these panels, close them up all the way after you've brought this whole thing back just another hair. Bring these up all the way, and the backpack is going to, there's a tab piece right in there that's going to go in line with those. So bring that all the way back, bring this up, and then push it forward, and it should just lock into place like that. Then we're going to bring these arms. Actually, before we do that, we're going to bring the arms. Let's open these back up. Bring the arms forward like so, then close it up like that. Then close you up, and then do the same thing on the other side. It's very, very finicky. You want to make sure that this panel is closed up before, or is opened and closed up before you manage to do the rest of it. Then close everything all up like so. Then you can take this piece and hinge it all the way in, and it will fit into this nice little slot in there. If I'm too close to the camera, let me know. And then rotate it at the bicep. Do the same thing on the other side. Close it up. Rotate it at the bicep. There you go. We're almost there, people. Take your chest and ab section and close it up like so. Then we're going to come to the feet, open them up, just split them and open them up like so, like this, and no big deal like that. So, and we are literally on the home stretch now. So, going to shimmy these down so that they turn into shoulder pads. Take the panels once again and bring them down. Shimmy this all the way down so that it comes a shoulder pad. Bring the piece down. Come to the back piece here. You're going to bring this panel out, and that's going to close up this gap section here. Then you're going to come to the head, and you're going to push it forward like that. Then you're going to come to this after you push the head forward, you're going to come back to the back section, and you're going to bring it all the way up and close that section up. Then you're going to come here, going to pull this panel up, and then you're going to bring the hand out. It's on a ball joint, and then close it up once again like that. Do the same thing on the other side. Open up the panel, flip out the hand like so, and then close it back up like that, and straighten it all out. And there you have, not Nemesis Prime, there you have Legacy 2000 Universe Scourge in his robot mode. And it's a beautiful looking robot mode. It really, really is. Like, I don't understand why people were knocking this thing at first. I mean, Toxitron is way more puke-inducing than this. Like, way, way, way more puke-inducing than this. This is much more manageable. This is regular Nemesis Prime colors. This is exactly what you would expect. This is something that I would literally give like a 15-year-old child if he were to be a collector. This is not something I would hand a 2-year-old child at all. So, now that we've looked at him, and we've already looked at the accessories and everything else, we're going to take a look at the scale comparisons. Here he is next to Legacy Override, right there, so. And here he's next to his other Wave Mate, Legacy Cosmos. Here he's next to Earthrise Prime, his Legs' Sake. Clearly, this is everything from the waist down is almost the exact same. They just replaced these panels. So, And finally, here he is next to his mold's sake. Here he is next to Laser Prime. Yeah, like I said earlier, it's a definite repaint. So, yeah, not particularly my favorite piece there. So, and as per usual with all of that, you can, with this guy, do the exact same thing you could do with Laser Prime. Bringing back in the battle station here. You can bring in the battle station, and he can now be in control of all of that. And the storage for the weapons is exactly the same as Laser Prime's. And if you haven't checked out that review, you should check it out. I will leave a link in the description. Where you just take these, clip them in here, clip that one in there, clip this one in here, and basically there you go. There's Scourge with the battle station. So, anywho, this is Thomas1 saying, don't forget to subscribe for more content. Don't forget to leave a like on this video. Don't forget to drop a comment down below about what other weird figures you want to see me do next. Obviously, budget and sponsorship limited, so you can tell me what you would like to see. If you have checked out Planet Toys, a world built by collectors, they are my sponsor for today. However, they did not purchase this from me, or for me. I purchased this by myself at Ross, which you can go to your local Ross to go get this stuff. But if you really want to check it out, go check out Ross. But anyways, that is all for now. This is Thomas1 saying, don't forget to subscribe for more content. Don't forget to leave a like on this video. Don't forget to, like I said, leave a comment on this video and all that. And don't forget to subscribe to OptiNation Reviews, Beastman Reviews, Bravely GG, iStar552, Patrick with a Y, Riveted Reviews, Jordy's Rail Videos, and this is Thomas1 saying, don't forget to keep playing with your toys. Goodbye.